Good morning. Welcome to WFMS, where we're getting the news out to you. Hey, Miss Greco, who has it better than Franklin Middle School?
Nobody, nowhere.
That's right. Nobody has it better. Hey, good morning, everyone. Today is Wednesday. It is September 23rd. And B-Day students, you're going to be Zooming with your teachers. A-Day students, you're working asynchronously. And to our left, we have Mrs. Sullivan, and that is her dog, Lady. And I'm going to say something. Miss Sullivan's not very tall, but that is a tall dog. That is a tall canine.
Yes, it is.
So that is a fantastic photo. Nice looking pup there. Today's welcoming ritual.
Today's welcoming ritual is, if you could do one job just for a day, what would it be and why? Interesting.
One job for just one day. I think I'd like to be a crab fisherman just for one day. All right.
Okay.
All right. No
We
follow-up on
also
that.
have Mario. I don't know. I honestly don't know. We have Mario and Griffin there, and Abby M and her dog.
It's a dangerous job, Marco. That's why. Crab fisherman. All right. Hey, we want to remind students and teachers that this upcoming Monday, September 28th, is a District 186 Teacher Institute Day. And what that means for students is that you will not need to check in. It's actually an off day for you. So enjoy Monday, September 28th. Here's the daily schedule. We're getting used to it. 6th grade students, we want you to attend your Zooms and your asynchronous Canvas pages at the prescribed time. 7th graders, here's your schedule. We want you to go to your classes at the prescribed times. And of course, 8th graders, here is your schedule. We want you to attend your classes at the prescribed times.
And of course, you know, all students should be joining their advisory class for morning announcements and every important school-related information every day from Tuesday through Friday from 8 to 8:38. You know what asynchronous means? That you will not be Zooming. Synchronous means you will be Zooming. And you have to check in for attendance, every teacher, every day.
Okay, we want to remind students and families, all new students to District 186 and all 6th grade, that health records and immunizations must be turned in prior to October 1st. Students who not turn them in will not be able to come to school virtually or in person. So we need a current physical and immunizations. And if you have questions, you can call the school about that. I know that Nurse Susan and I are going to be doing a robocall, letting everybody know what they need to have so they can stay in school.
All right. Hey, are you having issues with your Chromebook? Try these steps before calling school, okay? First one, close down all of the tabs in Chrome. Second, sign out and shut down your Chromebook and turn it back on. Go to the Franklin Middle School webpage on the right-hand side blurb and follow the directions about updating your Chromebook and see if that helps.
That should knock out most of the problems. Now, I know where Miss Greco is located. There's a couple hints, but you might not know. Miss Greco, where are you today?
I am in the 6th grade hallway, and there happen to be a couple teachers here. Here we've got, can you see her? That's good. That's Miss West.
Oh.
And that's 6th grade Miss Phillips. And so this is what your hallway looks like, 6th graders. There's Mrs. Shobin's class. Here are some more lockers. There's Mrs. Reynolds' class. Here are lockers. More lockers. And then we have Mrs. Weekly's class. We have Mrs. Preckwinkle's class. We have Miss Becker's class. We have Mrs. Nesbitt's class. We have Mr. Brown's class. And down here, the girls in the boys' bathrooms. So there you go. That's where I am today.
All right. Hey, we've got 2 shout outs. We want to give a shout out to Miss McDonald's first hour, B-Day students. They came to class, they had all their work done. We love hearing that. And of course, here is a look you might see on your face when you realize how many assignments your teacher has to grade. Mrs. Nesbitt, oh no, but it'll be okay. Like she has a great group of 6th graders there. And we know that she'll work hard to get those grades in there. Oh man. And in softball news, hey, we've got our first game for the softball regional. It'll be tomorrow. That's September 24th at 4:30 at St. Agnes. I'm going to talk a little bit about intramural golf. It's going to start tomorrow as well at Passfield Golf Course. That's 1700 West Lawrence. It's the next 5 Thursdays, all the way through the 29th. You'll golf from 2:45 to 5. The cost is $9 per round. That's $1 a hole. You can get a pull cart for $2. You bring your $9, your clubs, your mask, and your own water bottle. You've got to have a ride to and from the golf course. And if you're interested, please email Mrs. Zinnen at angzinnen@sps186.org to let her know you're interested, and she'll get the permission slip form for your parent and guardian to sign. So we're excited to get that going tomorrow. And then this is interesting. This month, or actually from September 15th to October 15th, is Hispanic Heritage Month. And Hispanic or Latinx Heritage Month celebrates and honors the culture and contributions of people of Latin American and Spanish descent or origin in the United States. And back in 1968, Lyndon B. Johnson started Hispanic Heritage Month, and he expanded it to the month and enacted it into law in 1988. And it's celebrated between September 15th and October 15th.
All right, in our Scholastic Bowl question of the day, it's a science question. In the 1950s, what doctor developed a polio vaccine that was administered orally and was effective for a longer period of time than the Salk vaccine? Do you think you know the answer? Well, we'll share coming up soon.
All right, and then the brain teaser of the day. Take a look at this one. This works for any number. You think of a number, you double it, then you add 6, then you half it, and then you take away the number you started with, and the answer will always be 3. Come back to that slide and try it. That's a weird number thing. Kind of cool. Brain teaser.
And the word of the day is brackish. And the definition is slightly salty. Brackish water can be used, but fresh water is easier and less costly.
Those French fries are rather brackish. I like for my cheese curds to be brackish. Lots of usage.
Do you?
Yes, I do. All right, and the bad joke and pun. What do you call a snake that's 3.14 meters long? A python. Boy, we've just got some math themes running through our announcements today.
Mm-hmm. This day in history, Lewis and Clark had much public excitement. American explorers Meriwether Lewis and William Clark returned to St. Louis, Missouri from the first recorded overland journey from the Mississippi River to the Pacific coast and back. The Lewis and Clark expedition had set off more than 2 years before to explore the territory of the Louisiana Purchase.
No GPS, no maps, guides, nature. Can you imagine? That's really just unbelievable when you think about it. All right, take a look at that forecast. We've got wonderful, beautiful fall weather. Warms up a little bit. We've got 78 today, 79 tomorrow, and 82 heading into the weekend. It's mostly sunny and warm, and I don't think we're going to get any rain. Looks like we've got some birthdays. Happy birthday, Dorian Butler.
Happy birthday, Clara Bell. Hey, Hallie.
Happy birthday, Riley Herr.
Happy birthday, Keyshawn Jones.
Happy birthday, Bella Walden. Happy birthday from us to all of you. Let's take a look at our answers here. We've got a Scholastic Bowl answer. That polio vaccine, not Salk. That was the first one, I believe. This one was by Albert Sabin. And the brain teaser, did you pick a number and did you try it? Go back to that slide. It does not matter what number you pick. It always works. That's weird. Strange. And it's kind of strange to see that falcon flying in the same spot every single day, but we're just lucky to catch that on camera, I suppose. And as we prepare for a productive day, let us observe a moment of silence. Now let us rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Students, we have a presentation that's going to be including our guidance team, so we want you to keep these announcements on. We have a beautiful trio of pets here. These are Miss Greco's family pets, Frigid and Katara and Knuckles. And those are Miss
They're my baby.
Those are her fur babies. She loves them very much.
Yeah.
All right, Franklin Middle School students and staff, we need to have a great day. And remember,
it's all about choices.
Read, write, respond at Franklin Middle School.
It is our focus.
All right, have a great day. Good morning, Franklin Middle School students. We have a very special presentation this morning. I have Miss Crum, Guidance Dean, and Miss Hopper, Guidance Dean, and they have some information that they're going to share with you about grades and attendance, and they're going to give you some really good advice on how you can continue or get off to a great start this school year.
Good morning, Falcons. I hope everyone is ready for a great day. Again, like Mr. Davis said, I am Ms. Hopper, and I am Guidance Dean for 6th graders and 8th graders, last name A through L.
Good morning, Falcons. My name is Kim Crum, and I'm Guidance Dean for 7th grade and 8th grade, last name M through Z.
All right. And these two, along with Miss Paula, make up our guidance office team. And I know that many of you have reached out to them. You've sent them emails. You've made phone calls. And we've got some really good information to share with you today. This slide here is a reminder, and we've got them live here via Zoom. But again, Miss Hopper is going to be the 6th grade guidance dean. She also has 8th graders, last names A through L. And Mrs. Crum is our 7th grade guidance dean, and she has 8th graders M through Z. So we want to make sure that you know who to contact, who to reach out to for your guidance, issues, questions, and concerns. All right. You've been attending, and these two ladies here have been monitoring your attendance. And I know that they want to talk to each of you today, and they'll be reaching out by email and by phone to just explain how important attendance is.
Falcons, attendance is so very important. If you would like to be successful and you want to do well, one of the best things you could do to help yourself is be in class on time every day, attentive, ready to receive instruction, and also participate. Making sure that you're in attendance, not just on those synchronous days, remembering that synchronous means the days that you are live in person in front of Zoom with your teacher, but also those asynchronous days. It's really important on those asynchronous days, the days that you are just going through your independent work, that you are still getting up and you're going through your schedule, that you're checking into all those classes on time, completing the assignments and modules and things that your teachers have left for you.
And students, it's also very important to remember that you're following your schedule, as Ms. Hopper just indicated. It's very important that you're attending AP on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Remember, that's in person. You're Zooming with your teachers on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday for AP. So that's very important for that attendance piece to get going off on the right foot to be successful here at Franklin Middle School.
And I know that the schedule, our new schedule may be a bit confusing. It can be, especially for sixth graders. We know you're transitioning to middle school and transitioning to a schedule where you have multiple teachers. If at any point you are confused, you do not know what to do, you're concerned, you want to make sure you're doing the right thing, please know Ms. Crum and I are here for you. Reach out to us so that we can help you to make sure that you're in attendance on time every day where you need to be.
Yeah, and attendance when we're working remotely is important. Attendance when we get back to hybrid and there's students in person, it's important. And you'll hear us say on the morning announcements quite often, the best ability is availability. So you have to be present. And I love seeing that on time and attentive. So we've been talking about those. Those are some what we call reoccurring themes. So attendance matters. It's really, really important. All right. In this remote world we live in, we know we've got to communicate. Talk to me about communication, Ms. Hopper, Ms. Crum.
Oh, communication, Falcons, is so important. It's more important right now than ever. So with communication, you have to know how to advocate for yourself. And what we mean by advocate for yourself is you need to know how to be self-monitoring, checking your grades, checking your attendance very regularly. At the end of the day, I think it would be a great idea to get on, check to see what do your grades look like for the day, what does your attendance look like, and if something looks incorrect or looks different than you think it should, advocating for yourself, reaching out to your teachers, asking questions, getting help, asking questions, getting help. Using the resources that you have. It's very important that you are communicating with your classroom teachers all the time. If for some reason you've had any kind of a technology issue, messaging your teachers, emailing them, letting them know if you've missed class, if you've missed an assignment, if you're having a technology issue or any kind of issue that would keep you from being successful in class.
And you will notice on this slide, you will see nice little icons. You can see the little email icon. So hopefully we all know how to check our email. Then you will see the Canvas icon with the Falcon in it. So that is very important to making sure that you're logging into your Canvas account every single day, every single class period. That's on your synchronous days and also on your asynchronous days as well. And then on the top is the district icon, and that's a reminder that you need to log in to the intranet to check your grades and your attendance. So that's your username and your password, and you can access that through the Franklin Middle School website and clicking on the intranet and logging in and checking. Those grades are so important that are you can see your grades on Canvas, but then our teachers are transferring them to what we call the intranet, the info system for your grades and attendance. So it's just, as Ms. Hopper said, it's so important that you're getting in there, checking that at the beginning of the day, at the end of the day, and if there's any confusion, reaching out and advocating for yourself so we can get those attendance cleared up as well.
I know that one of the important things we mentioned yesterday, when we're Zooming, we have to think of that as school. When we're in a Zoom with our classmates and our teacher, we have to think of that as school. It's also important to think of when we're working asynchronously that we can't raise our hand and our teacher can't see us when we're working on those asynchronous days. So it's really, really important to reach out when we have questions on Mondays, okay? And it's also okay. I want you to know that it's okay for you to send an email between 1:30 and 2:50 specifically. Teachers, they're taking their attendance, they're checking their email accounts, they're responding to students. and they're there to help you and ask and answer questions on how they can help you. So we know we're 16 days into the school year, and we have quite a bit of that going on, but we want to encourage students to communicate and reach out and ask for help. All right, grades. They count. They really matter. Talk to me about grades.
Great segue into grades, because we were just talking about communication, and communication is going to help you with those grades. They still count. Grades absolutely count. We are actually getting really close to our first interim period, meaning our first progress report period, where progress reports will be coming home. 6th graders, you are getting letter grades. 7th and 8th graders, I know you already know that. Attendance, again, in class every day is important. Making sure that you've checked your Canvas and that you've communicated with your teachers to know what assignments that you are responsible for. Understanding due dates, because those grades do count. Again, progress reports are coming, and then report cards will be coming towards the end of October. And Ms. Crum, we have something about eligibility too. Can you tell us a little bit about eligibility?
Well, it's just important that if you are in a sport, currently in a sport, that your grades matter, obviously. And it's important that you have to be eligible and have passing grades in order to participate. And that's a weekly eligibility. And I think that was referred to in yesterday's announcements. But as Ms. Hopper said, as progress reports are we're halfway through the quarter, starting on Friday. It's very important. If you want to know where you're currently at, log into the internet with your username and ID, click on grades, and that is the teacher's live grade book. That will show you what your current grade is. And then if you click on it, it will also show what assignments you are missing. So if you are missing any assignments, again, communicate with your teacher, and we got to figure out how we can get those assignments done and then turned in so you can get credit for those assignments.
Yeah, I want to reiterate and mention to students too, the progress report grade is not an official grade. It's not locked in. It tells us that we're halfway through the first quarter, and it lets you know if you're doing great, keep doing those same things, keep practicing those same skills. But sometimes it also shows us, oh my gosh, I've got a D or an F or a C. It lets us know that we need to maybe make some changes. We need to reach out for help, and we need to find out how we can do that. So that goes back to that last slide. We talked about communication. And then just to touch on eligibility, and we talked about it yesterday, in order to be eligible, you have to be passing all your classes. You can have no Fs, none, zero, no Fs. And you have to have a C average or a 2.0. 2.0 equals C average. And we'll talk more about grade point average. So those progress reports are a really good indicator and sign if you're on the right track, or if you need to make some changes, reach out and ask for help, and making sure we communicate. So those grades do matter. They truly do matter. And pretty soon, in 9 weeks, you'll have a report card grade. But we're not even close to that. We've got about 4.5, almost halfway. So we've got like a lot of time before those official report card grades. So there's still time for you to bring those grades up. Might be a little bit scary. This progress report might be a little bit scary, but know that there's still time to bring those grades up. All right. And 8th graders, you kind of know the drill. Okay, you've been through 6th grade, you've been through 7th grade, and we have a very special something that we do at the end of the year. And Ms. Hopper and Ms. Crum are going to be talking about our moving up ceremony.
It's a celebration, and we do want to be able to celebrate you 8th graders. But there are requirements in order to attend this celebration that we have at the end of the year to celebrate 8th graders that have met the requirements and are headed to high school. You cannot have any semester Fs. All of your core classes you must be passing. No semester Fs. And you have to have adequate attendance. So we've been talking about those synchronous and those asynchronous days. Attending class when you have Zooms, when you're not with Zooms with your teachers on both of those days is very important if you are planning to attend that moving up ceremony. And it's a good time. It is a good time, and it's great to celebrate you and all the accomplishments that you've made.
It's also a great bringing closure to your middle school experience, the wonderful experience you've had here at Franklin Middle School. And 8th graders, don't forget that semester 1, that is quarter 1 and quarter 2. That gives you your semester 1 grade. And then again, we'll be talking about this for second semester. So second semester is your quarter 3 and your quarter 4 grades, which is your second semester grade. So remember, semester grade, you're going to hear us talk a lot about semester grades because that's also important in high school, because those are the grades that will go in your high school transcript once you get to high school as well. So we have our quarter grades, quarter 1, quarter 2, which will equal our semester 1 grade, and no F's for that for the moving up ceremony.
Yeah, and I think it's important to remember, last year we were able to do a really cool moving up ceremony virtually, and we're very hopeful that we get to do a moving up ceremony in person. And what that entails is actually walking up some steps and then walking across the stage, and then you shake your principal's hand and I hand you a certificate, and there's a crowd out there, and it's kind of like a graduation, but it really is said, I've done all the right things my 8th grade year, and I'm ready. I'm really truly ready for high school. And we have some fun speeches, and we like to honor our 8th grade students. And we'll talk more about like being once a Falcon, always a Falcon. You'll hear us say that. So the 8th grade moving up ceremony really is a cool thing. You want to make sure that you're a part of that. And part of that is taking care of the business in classroom and making sure that you're attending remotely, in person, asynchronously, synchronously. So you're probably hearing these common threads, these common trends, that it counts and that it matters and it's for real. And again, if you're needing help or assistance with these things, we have lots of adults that can help and assist you this school year. All right. So this is our last slide. This is how you contact our fantastic, very special guidance teams here at Franklin Middle School. Same phone number, 787-3026. And we want to make sure you're reaching out to Ms. Hopper and Ms. Crum if you have questions. But we do want you to know that many of those questions you can reach out to your teachers first. So please make sure you're communicating and sending emails and reaching out that way. And Ms. Crum and Ms. Hopper are always very willing to help. So we're very thankful and we are very glad that we got to talk to you today. I know we'll probably be checking in from time to time, at least probably around first quarter next. It's very special for me to have Ms. Hopper and Ms. Crum on the announcements and part of this presentation. I know they truly enjoy it and truly enjoy speaking with our students. All right. Thank you, students.
Have a great day.
Have an awesome day.